Well, we're here still at Parliament House. I'm now joined by Tess Ariotti, Head of Corporate Social Responsibility at Samsung Australia. Welcome to the program.
Thank you so much.
So could you tell us a little bit about your role as Head of Corporate CSR at Samsung Australia?
Yeah, so as Head of CSR in Australia, I'm lucky enough to look after all of the programs where we invest in the community in Australia. Samsung has a worldwide commitment to investing in all the communities in which it operates, and our investments in Australia really investigate how we're best placed to help the Australian community, and through a lot of research and stakeholder engagement and careful deliberation and all the usual things, we've really identified this key issue of STEM that everyone seems to be talking about at the moment, and we really understand that the landscape of the workplace is changing, and that for Australia to succeed in the future, we need our students to have those STEM skills today, and so that's where we're putting our priorities at the moment to get that community-wide benefit.
Sure. So how did you get involved with the University of Canberra STEM research program, and what did Samsung provide to the whole research project and to the schools and students and teachers?
Yeah. So when we're building out our CSR portfolio, we're looking at a number of different partners to build out a portfolio that can really drill down and start to make some changes in this area.
Sure.
And obviously the STEM Education Research Centre do a lot of research in STEM education, and that was really valuable to Samsung because we were really committed to all of our programs being built on a strong base of evidence, really rigorous program logics evaluated against objectives, but also being really fun and engaging, so students would want to be involved in it. And so it was really important for us to make sure that that research and thought and inquiry was coming through and being supported so it could be used to inform research. So, this partnership with University of Canberra was really about driving through some new thought and new inquiry at the same time of delivering real results to Australian communities.
Sure. Now you gave a good presentation in the longer video that will be part of this, where this video is placed on IT Wire, but just in a nutshell, what were some of the really important insights and learnings for Samsung from this project, and things that could perhaps help you create better products in the future for students and teachers and the general population?
Yeah, it really was pulling out the twofold of we need to make sure that students are engaging in these subjects. More and more, they're dropping these subjects, they're not studying them, they're not taking them up in tertiary education.
And I guess also using the technology in a smarter way.
Exactly.
A lot of people don't know about all sorts of features, and it's like they learn about it and they go, wow.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, the amount of technology in a smartphone has more technology than the Apollo 13 that landed on the moon. So there's a lot in there. And I guess exactly as you say, if you learn all of the features and everything it can add, not only does it have the opportunity to really enhance educational outcomes, it really compels students to think about not just being technology consumers, but technology creators. And that's where we're going to see the innovation push in Australia in the future.
And Samsung must be working on STEM research projects in Korea and other parts of the world too. Presumably you're sharing a lot of these learnings between each country.
I'm very eager to share this research, for example, with my colleagues. As I mentioned, we do have a global commitment to supporting communities, and education is a big focus around the world. So there are some really exciting projects in the States, in the UK, in Korea that look at this, and I'll be really working with them to see if they can use these insights in their work as well.
And are you planning on already doing more STEM research, more projects like this with either the same players or different players around Australia?
Yeah, so I think that our portfolio will always look at helping on different levels. So we want to help the individual immediately, we want to help the communities in the classrooms and the schools for that sort of more mid-term, longer effect. But we also want to learn from everything we do, whether it's research like this or just a practical hands-on course. We want to evaluate it so we know that there are insights that can continue to be used in the future. So an example of that is the work we're doing at Social Ventures Australia, supporting the STEM Learning Hub through their Bright Spots program. Those schools are all incubating different best practice teaching methods about STEM teaching and learning, and we're really going to be working hard to help support them with technology in those projects so that technology can enhance those learning. But then we'll be doing a massive push, and we'll be sure to let you know, what schools learn from that and what they can and how that can be applied. So that's a different take. It's a much more practical method of inquiry, but it's certainly that sharing information so we can all make better choices about our STEM programs.
And it just reminds me also that you're sponsors of the Opera House, and you've had children going in there looking at things on tablets, and maybe there's ways of integrating that there as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, as an example of we've already done some work there. Last year we did Samsung Dance Discovery Base at the Opera House, which was bringing the CSR work together with the Opera House partnership, and that really saw students with disabilities engage in performing arts educations in ways that they never had before because of the technology enhancements that really allowed them to be immersed, and that access that technology can provide those students with some extra needs.
Sure. Now, one of the questions I always like to ask the people I'm interviewing, just so you can share some sort of life experience with the viewers, what's the best piece of advice you've received to help you get where you are today?
That's really tricky.
Yeah, that's everyone says that.
Advice flies at you. I think I actually can't attribute it to somebody, but it was very pragmatic, which is probably why it responded with me. But it was, you're not going to want to fail, so just get it done. Like, stop thinking, will you fail? Stop thinking, what will go wrong? Just get the work done and push forward with it. And that's what I endeavour to do.
Sure. I think they call it, fail fast, or feel the fear and do it anyway, or just, don't wait for the perfect moment, just start and,
Just do something, learn from it. And I mean, that's a bit what the students are talking about today, and the teachers talking about having that ability to rapidly prototype, do something, learn from it, and move on.
That's it. So do you have any final messages for ITY viewers and readers, and for students and teachers watching?
Yeah, I'm sure ITY viewers and your community will be already really engaged in the STEM area, so I really encourage everybody, teachers, policymakers, parents, to check out this research and have a look at how you can help your students or children, or the community around you, build their skills in the STEM education space. And this research really has some tangible things that you can do now, so check it out.
Tess, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.